All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our small contracts project. Let's have a look at what we're going to be going over today. Today we're going to dive back into our setup module, so let's pick up where we left off from yesterday. Today we're going to be going over indexing into lists. So with Python and Viper, we can index into lists and arrays to get the value stores in them. We can index into a list in Python like this, my list 0. So this gets the first value in a list, which is 1. So you can see here, my list 1. This gets the second value in the list, which is 2. My list 2 is the third value, which is 3. This is the same way a list would look inside of a Viper or Python, so we could just use this right here. So you can see the first position or the 0 position is 1, as you can see here, 1. The second position is 2, as you can see here, 2. And the third position is 3, as you can see with the 3, and so on and so forth. We would index into the list just like that. Now we can also index into Viper the same way we do in Python, so we don't really have to go do a different distinguishing clarification on that. So you can just use the same method. You can see my list 0, my list 0. And we can follow the same pattern as in Python, basically like I just said. And we can also update the value of a list in Python by indexing into it like this. So you can see my list 0 equals 10, my list 1 equals 20. So what this would do is it would actually overwrite these two positions here. Like I said, whatever we put the latest location as, that's what it's going to be. So this would start at 10, this would be 20, and then it will be 3, 4, 5. As you can see, we overwrote those two positions with two new values, 10 and 20. So that's how we can update the values there, by indexing into it. Now we can also update the value of lists in Python by doing the same thing. So it would just be the same exact way as we did in Python, so it will be no different. So let's move down. And we can also append values to a list in Python like this. So you can see my list equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would say my list dot append. We would append 6. That would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because we appended the 6 to the list. And we can also append values to a list in Viper like this. You can say my list UN256 6, and that would give us a fixed size list of 6. Now note, since Viper doesn't have lists, we can't append a value to fixed size arrays. We can only set the amount of values we want from the beginning, as you can see here with the 6. If we wanted a dynamic array that can shrink and grow with the need, we would need to use a dynamic array or a dino array. So that's why we have the 6 here from the jump, and that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We wouldn't be able to append something to a fixed size array because it is a fixed size array, and that would defeat the purpose. So that's what I move down. So one last thing we would use is a sort, and it'd be my list equals, let's say 5, 3, 1, 4, 2. We would say my list dot sort, and that would sort the list out for us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it'd be the same way we can do it inside of Viper as in Python. Now, that's basically what we're going to go over for today. And tomorrow we're going to pick back up with some more fresh information, so stay tuned for that. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, it's the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.